So, what brings you to visit lonely old one Samdi?
What's going on, guys? It's your boy BIGark. Hope you're doing all good. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different on the channel, as you can probably tell. Today we're going over the Burning Crusade relaunch for WoW Classic and everything we know at the moment for that expansion. We're going to be covering topics addressing player base and other expansions for Classic in the future as well. And if you're new to the channel, we are doing the WoW token giveaway at 1,000 subs, and we are so close. So if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and like and subscribe, because I plan on covering some more WoW Classic content in the future as well. So WoW Classic has been out for a while now, and it's safe to say anyone who loves Classic would hate for that experience to end. Recently, with the report surfacing of a Burning Crusade relaunch sometime in the future, it poses a lot of questions for players who enjoyed the nostalgic feel of Classic. I can remember the days when Blizzard would always deny ever re-releasing Classic WoW. But I guess money changes things, because since then, we've seen a full recreation of a game from scratch. That's right, it's from scratch. One of the main reasons Blizzard never intended to re-release Classic was because they didn't even save any of the old game files. They kept building on top of a game they had and didn't save or leave anything behind because they never thought they'd be returning to their early game. Granted, if you're pushing out an MMO you're always trying to better, then I wouldn't expect to return to one of the first versions of the game without any of the improvements that you've incorporated today. But people loved it. For years you saw people spending real money on private servers just to recreate that vanilla experience, and you definitely see how high the numbers are for the anticipated users. If you look at the Google search trends for WoW Classic, and even WoW Shadowlands, you can definitely see that more players were eager to dip their toes back into the water for WoW Classic, or even just play it for the first time if they missed out on that experience. A topic that I want to address is a technicality of a Burning Crusade relaunch. With so many returning players for Classic WoW, it poses the question on how the Burning Crusade will be relaunched. A lot of hardcore Classic players don't want to abandon their experience at level 60 quite yet, and even with Naxxramas out, people want Classic to be Classic. This poses the idea of creating separate WoW servers for only the Burning Crusade and the players that want to play it. This has its benefits, yes, as people who want to continue to play Classic will do so, and the players that want to play the Burning Crusade will just make the jump ahead. But it also complicates things more than people would like. For starters, players who have already seen one or more level 60 characters on Classic would hate to have to re-level on another server from 1 to 70 if they were interested in Classic. For this transition to be possible, I feel like Blizzard would have to incorporate some sort of transfer between the Classic and Burning Crusade servers. This could be permanent, or it could be resembling the likes of the PTR where a copy character function is approved, although I doubt it. Either way, you would see a player base split between 2 or maybe even 3 games if they're playing retail. With WoW Classic, BC, and Retail, there's 3 versions of the game to play, and you may notice numbers decreasing in each version due to the variety of the expansions to play. If too many servers is an issue, then Blizzard won't mind just upgrading the vanilla servers to Burning Crusade servers, right? If they've recreated the Classic experience, no doubt recreating the Burning Crusade launch shouldn't be that big of a deal. This is an option that also threatens WoW's player base, as the players who came to play Classic will not even have Classic to play anymore. And if they don't have the game they want to play anymore, will they even still subscribe? I'm not dissing or saying the Burning Crusade is a terrible expansion, but people love what they love and may be turned off from the game if Classic is no longer available. I hate to say it, but this hurts numbers as well, as people will unsub if they feel turned off by the Burning Crusade, leaving server pops lower, market economies even more messed up, and heaven forbid, ZG carries costing even more now. A small idea I want to touch on in regards to the player base that WoW Classic has. With every WoW expansion we've seen to date, come new system requirements to handle the all-new terrain that Blizzard gives us, and even though the Burning Crusade isn't much meatier than Classic WoW, you can still expect to see an upgrade in graphics required. And I think that is some of the appeal that WoW Classic has. It's so raw and simple that any computer can run it. I mean, I bring my school notebook laptop to work every day to play when I have nothing to do, simply because a $400 PC can handle it. Not everyone may have the appeal of being able to run such a game with Burning Crusade, given whatever circumstances they may be in. So you can jot down another point for keeping just Classic servers in place. With all this discussion and speculation just on one expansion, the future of WoW Classic definitely seems complicated. With no immediate idea on how Blizzard intends to move forward, it definitely leaves room to speculate. It makes you wonder that if Blizzard adds the Burning Crusade to WoW Classic, and then a Wrath of the Lich King, what's stopping them from continuing on forwards? When we're at a different retail expansion, will Classic have evolved into Shadowlands Classic? Will there be a WoW Classic 15 years from now? It can become a very busy idea to see how Blizzard will unfold this plan. I mean, at what point will we reach multiple World of Warcrafts? Maybe this is a bigger picture in the beginning of World of Warcraft 2. Blizzard holds the key to this future, and for the player's sake, I hope they make the right decision. A lot of people hold on to WoW Classic dear to their hearts for nostalgic purposes, and the last thing anyone would want is to have their favorite game trashed. Overall, I think Classic was a great idea, and I can definitely understand from Blizzard's monetary perspective why they would pursue recreating it. With the different alternatives to moving forwards from the Burning Crusade servers or abandoning WoW Classic servers in general, it definitely leaves a lot of room for speculation about the future. I have no doubt the expansion will be the same, but I guess the question that remains is if WoW Classic will be the same. Not much is known for now, but a tweet containing a leaked timeline of the beta trials appeared recently, and hopefully in the new year we get some new info pertaining what launch will look like. Until then, enjoy WoW Classic, because it may not exist 1 year from now. I'm kidding, because although I doubt it, anything is possible, but beware. If any of you guys have any ideas of your own that I haven't covered, feel free to leave them in the comments below and we can have a chat about it. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed this discussion video. Best of 2021 to all of you. Can't wait to cover some more WoW and see you guys in the next video. Peace.